Welcome back to the SoBet Scoop, episode 119. How far we have come with this show, baby. I, of course, am your host, GutsyPicksCash. To my right, Mr. LloydsLocks. How we doing today, buddy?
How it done? Doing good. Good to see the fellas. Good to be here. Nice to have Kenny on the show.
And then, for the first time ever, our boy KiiLkenny. Second time doing something with you, Kenny. It's fucking good to see you, man. How have you been doing?
Good to see you boys too, man. Thanks for having me on the show. I hit up Coop this week. I was like, hey, if you guys are doing anything, don't forget to hit your boy up. So got a fun game tonight. A lot of storylines here, so it should be a fun one to talk through.
100%. Yeah, SoBet Scoop 2, the oldest show we've done. Me and Coop started this at 1515 Porter, this fucking random-ass house, like 2 years ago now.
OG. Oh, this show is OG as shit.
Just doing it on this random-ass white couch in the living room.
Yeah. I remember like
what
it
a
was yesterday.
time. What a
I remember
time.
like it was yesterday.
What a time to be alive. But tonight, obviously, big football game. Still wish a random little rampant. I still just wish that every fucking primetime night had two games.
Yeah.
I can't say that enough. I feel like our kids are going to have two primetime games every Monday, Thursday, Sunday night, and it's just going to be.
Well, because we've had the Monday night doubleheaders, and they're special.
That's what I mean.
They're special.
So special.
The Monday night two games hit hard.
So special. There's nothing special.
Need them on Thursday.
But tonight we have the Vikings traveling to LA to play the Rams.
Yeah.
Listen, pretty big game here, especially with how people are really looking at the Vikings and how they've been not really believing them in so far this year. Line sitting at 2.5 right now, over under at 47.5. I'll let our boy Kenny start us off here. Kenny, from just a side perspective, who do you think probably wins this game, and who do you think maybe covers it?
This is a tough one, only just because, like, I have no idea what version of the Rams we're going to get tonight, right? I mean, they're sitting here at 2-4, coming off like a really ugly win against a disgusting Raiders team. And the big news of the week, well, I guess two pieces of big news of the week. Number one, Puka Nacua is playing, which to me is a shock. I don't think he's even logged like one normal practice. People thought he was going to be out until week 10. So good luck figuring out what his usage is going to be. His prop sitting at like 28.5. And then the bigger story is with Cooper Kupp. I mean, they've been pretty publicly shopping him this week. And you can look at that two ways. Like, okay, if they have him on the block, obviously they don't want to risk him getting hurt. Like, I feel like you look at Cooper Kupp, you kind of know what you see. But then the flip side of that is, he's missed the last couple of games. Maybe there's some questions about his health. And it sounds like for him, they're asking as high as like a second-round pick. So you've got an amazing matchup for a guy like him against the Vikings. They've been getting destroyed by slot receivers all season. Amon-Ra St. Brown just went nuts. And Kupp just historically has just went nuts in prime time. So the question is, are you going to get like a tentative Cooper Kupp not risking injury, or are you going to get a Cooper Kupp absolute masterclass to try to up the value of his potential trade? And then lastly, it's like if they win the night, I think unlikely, but if they win the night, do they then trade him? Like now they're sitting at 3-4. What do you do here? So overall, it's just a weird game. I'm really excited to watch it. I still think I would have to lean Vikings here. I think the defense is just really just unbelievable. I think even as good as they've been, they're still underrated. And Flores just dials up a ton of pressure. He's got a lot of different blitz schemes here. And while Stafford historically has been great against the blitz, I mean, this Rams O-line is just so bad.
Yeah,
it's just so bad. So it's going to be a lot of quick passes. That's why I think Kupp's in a great spot. But I think this Vikings team is going to be too much to handle, and the Rams decide to mail it in. I would lean Vikings here.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a pretty Vikings high episode. If I had to guess, Locks, I'll throw it to you next. Who do you like in the game? Who do you think covers?
I like the Vikings money line. I did not like the spread. I feel like the sharp side tonight is 100% the Rams. I agree with everything Kenny said, man. I mean, he hit it right on the head. I really don't need to say much else. I think it's going to be a tough night for Stafford. I mean, this team is, I think they're number one in pressures in the NBA, in the NFL. This is basically the best defense in the league. Their secondary has been great. They've been great against the run as well. And the Rams, pretty much the run game is kind of all they've had over the past couple of weeks to kind of get some wins together because Stafford hasn't really had a lot of his guys. Got a couple of props I love tonight, but I also am 100% on the Vikings tonight. Vikings money line minus 144.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to even fucking say it, but I like the Vikings too. I bet the Vikings last night minus 2.5. I could not help myself. And for a lot of the same reasons that you two have already touched on. And the fact that the Rams just can't create explosive plays. Their offense is not explosive. They struggle to create big plays. Yeah. And frankly, this Vikings offense that people still question is fucking legit. And again, I always say, I don't like to beat myself off, right? But preseason, what was I saying? I said, this team might actually be really good because Sam Darnold excels in West Coast offenses.
Yeah.
And I think that he could just fit right into this team with the weapons they got. It could work out perfect. And so far it has. So I just think that it continues tonight. I think that it's the Vikings super public.
Vikings.
Right now,
I think they are public. I believe over 7.
We're 3 for 3 on the
what do you
Vikings.
got?
So I feel like it's a pretty quick indicator that there's a lot more faith in the Vikings tonight than there is in the Rams, which I think certainly worries me. And there is an argument for the Rams. Again, the O-line's been bad, but again, Stafford historically good against the blitz. It's kind of like, you're back against the wall, potentially get your season back on track type of game. And again, like, we just don't know what we're going to get out of Kupp and Nacua. I mean, we've seen what this offense can do. Like, even look last year, their metrics when Kupp, Nacua, and Kyron Williams were all healthy were like insane. They were the best offense in the NFL in the regular season when they had all 3 of these guys. So again, I do think the Rams could come out and surprise a lot of people tonight. I'm not going to bet the Vikings side. I don't have enough confidence in it. But again, you put a gun to my head, spread pools, shit like that, I'm going to be on the Vikings.
100%. And I think they already said too, Puka Nacua is going to be on a snap count tonight. So I don't even know how much he's going to play.
Yeah, dude, I think his receptions is over 2.5 tonight. So it's like, I don't even know if they're really going to have him on the field. Yeah.
Did they actually come out with
did
they release all of his props?
I saw them on Instagram.
I saw everything but receptions.
I knew they saw yards, right?
Yeah.
I saw receptions over 2.5.
Oh, okay. Well, shit.
So I don't know what the snap share is, or maybe I could be wrong. It could have been a fake account or something. But I thought I saw something.
I honestly didn't even look before the show started to see if they released them yet. But we all like Vikings. Saw it come. I see Jimmy Jimmy talking about Rams this, Rams that, and I get it. But I'm on the Vikings once again. I've already cashed the Vikings 3 times this year as well. I mean,
the Vikings are printing money, bro. The Vikings are absolutely printing money.
They're printing money.
And again, I do want to say this real quick. I saw a lot of people that were taking the Rams tonight. One of their main points was like, dude, this Viking secondary got absolutely throttled by the Lions last week. Jared Goff is cooking everybody.
Yeah.
Can we just talk? Yeah. Jared Goff is like having the best. I think he has like his completion percentage is through the roof. Mm-hmm. Jared Goff is cooking this year. So let's not take that too much into account here going into
Brian
this game.
Flores, no one knows him like I do. This man, I know exactly what he's going to do tonight, and it could get. They're not going to be able to run the football. I really don't think that. I really think they're going to stack the box.
Yeah.
Total sitting at 47.5 right now. Kenny, I'll throw it to you first again. If you had to lean one side or the other, or if you actually took the over or the under, what are you liking right now for the total?
I mean, if I'm leaning total, I would have to lean the over here. I don't see the Rams having a way to stop the Vikings offense. I mean, they don't have the secondary for it. They don't bring in a whole lot of pressure here, and the Vikings are just a wagon. I feel like they're going to very easily just walk backwards into 4 touchdowns. It feels like almost every single week. And then on the flip side here, I mean, I have a lot of faith in the Rams, even if they don't cover, to still at least put some points on the board and do something offensively. The Nacua stuff is weird, man, right? Because they've already said, I know he's going to be on a snap count. I don't really know what to expect from him. But at the same time, man, if there was like severe re-injury risk, or like if he's unable to play a full game and that's why they're limiting him, like I don't know why that they would play him. So to me, I look at it like if they're playing him, this is them like pushing all their chips into the middle, even if he's out there to be, even more of like a decoy just to get a little bit of breathing room off Kupp, or, maybe free up like Tutu Atwell in a deep shot. The fact that they would even put him out there with this knee injury that was supposed to be much more severe, I look at that like, hey, like we lose this game, our season is over. Like we are laying everything that we have into this game. So the Puka stuff is insane. I mean, his prop sitting at, we talked about it a second ago, but like 28.5, like I just don't know what you're supposed to do with that. Like I wouldn't put Puka in any like safe builds view of like, in any of the books, if you get like a 4-leg SGP boost and you're trying to kind of just like piece together legs, I would keep Puka out of all of that. Yeah. But if you want to get weird and say, maybe McVay is just underplaying how the dude's feeling, like throw his alt 60 plus yards and something if you're trying to get nuts. But I think it's either boom or bust. I wouldn't play him for anything safe.
Yeah, that's what always gets me when players come back, because most of the time I always get sucked into the thought of, okay, these guys are worth millions. Their bodies are just worth millions of dollars. Those owners have got to have certain, things in place of like, okay, if this guy is not 110%, I do not want him out there. So I always usually fall for, okay, if they're playing him, then they think this guy's definitely ready to go. So I would have to agree that it's a very weird thing, but I think that if I had to lean one side or the over on the whole Puka Nacua thing, it'd probably be the over, just simply because of that reason alone. That I think, okay, even though they publicly said he's on a snap count, what's he gonna do during the snap count? He might get targeted heavy. I'm not really sure.
Absolutely.
Figure out how it goes. What do you like though, Locks, for the total?
I hate the total. Staying away from the total. If I had to bet it, I'd bet the over. But it seems like everybody is on the over tonight. It seems like the over is like almost as public as the Vikings. So staying away. If I had to bet, I think you have to go over both teams. You expect to be able to do it on offense, and we know the Rams probably won't be able to do it on defense. I'm heavy on the Vikings tonight. So, but if I had to take something, I'll take the over.
That's actually crazy. So at least we're gonna have a little diversity here because I like the under in this game tonight. Another primetime under spot. I do think the Vikings are a wagon. I do think the Vikings are going to probably put up a lot of points tonight. They're going to try to turn this into a track meet. And like I said, if it does get turned into a track meet, the Rams just are not going to be able to keep up with something like that. And again, they can't create explosive plays consistently enough to, I think, then put up enough points that would end up covering this over. I think the Vikings could go up big. They could go up early. And then they kind of just, chill it out a little bit in the second half. Run the ball more, wear the clock down, just wear this defense out. I think this could be a lot of times where maybe there's going to be a lot of 3 and outs for the Rams, just have some bad drives, not being used to this Vikings defense that's literally given every single starting quarterback trouble. And not just this year. Again, this was my head coach forever. And I fucking hate Brian Flores. I can't stand him. But the dude knows how to draw up defenses, and he knows how to just draw up the perfect schemes against all the quarterbacks that he goes up against. It's fucking incredible.
Well, the under for you is good because you don't think that the Rams are going to be able to run the football. That plays into the under a lot because then you're just trying to make Stafford go out there and make big plays, and we know this is not an explosive offense right now. It could be tonight. Honestly, we could see dude. Kenny makes a great point. The Rams could come out tonight, and technically, if they go out there and put on a show tonight and score 32 points, 33 points, they could win this game. We just don't know. We haven't seen it, but from what we have prior to tonight, obviously the Rams have been atrocious on offense. So I think you have to kind of rub with that wave and to see what happens tonight.
Like I literally told you when we were talking, downstairs last night about this game, and I was just like, dude, I just know that Brian Flores is going to come in this game and he's going to say, yo, you are not just going to feed Kyron Williams. I will literally put 8 dudes in the box to stop you from running the football. Make Matt Stafford beat me tonight, especially with that terrible offensive line. He just is probably foaming at the mouth coming into this game. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. He is psyched about it. And I'm pretty excited to watch this game tonight. I'm not going to lie to you. Moving on to now just our favorite props for tonight, whether it's receiving, throwing, rushing. I have a prop tonight. It's my biggest play in the game, bigger than my play on the Vikings, bigger than any play I made in the game, and I absolutely love it. But Lloyd, I want to start with you in this one.
Prop. Okay?
Give me your prop or your couple of your favorite props that you like tonight.
So 2 props tonight that I love, and they're on the same guy, by the way. And this is I don't normally do this. Wow. Again, not a huge prop guy. Kenny, if you don't know me, not definitely not a huge prop guy. But tonight, Tutu Atwell's over receptions is at 2.5 at -140. And I absolutely love it. I think if Puka has any kind of share, right, on the field, if it's 2.5, if he's playing, if he's not playing, whatever, bro, they are going to absolutely throw the entire secondary at Cooper Kupp. Because Matthew Stafford only has 1 safety blanket on the field. That is him. And tonight, I think the safety blanket is going to end up turning out to be a guy named Tutu Atwell over 2.5, -140. I love it. They're going to be down in this game. They're going to have to throw. They're not going to be able to run the football. They're going to have to throw, right? He's going to be getting blitzed a lot of short routes, like Kenny said, hooks, right? Hooks, drags, slants, stuff like that. I think Tutu Atwell has a monster night tonight. Tutu Atwell +400 anytime touchdown tonight, +1,500 first touchdown tonight, and over 2.5, -140. Everything. Tutu Atwell. Everything.
I'm surprised you didn't go the Kenny route there. I actually thought you were going to drop a 2 touchdowns.
Oh my God, Kenny, can you look it up for me? 2-2. Give me 2-2-2. Bryce, give me 2-2-2.
6,500 FanDuel. I think that's the best price.
6,500.
I'm dangerously close to clicking it, dude. I'm big on 2-2.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, brother, me and you, I'll bet it right now.
If you guys
bet it my word,
I'll have no fucking choice but to bet it.
Oh my God, 2-2-2.
No fucking choice but to bet it.
I've got like 2 bullets in the chamber because I haven't really bet a whole lot in this game yet. So I've got like 2 bullets in the chamber, and I'm like debating between a few spots here. And 2-2's the one I've been staring at because I agree. Like I think number one, even on his yardage prop, it's sitting at 30.5 right now. I mean, this got as high as I think 38.5 throughout the week, and it's certainly taken a hit with the Puka news and obviously with Kupp playing. And I just don't think they can keep this guy off the field. Like it's going to be, I'm curious to see the split between like him and DeMarcus Robinson on the snaps when Puka is playing. But I mean, Tutu's been automatic for the last 5 weeks now. He's been Stafford's favorite target in Cup's absence here. And even last week, they started to they were working him in a lot more like design short yardage throws. He's been moving a lot, in motion before the snap. And again, they have a lot of trust in this kid. So I think I have 25 plus in like a DK boost build. I'm probably going to play his touchdown, and I think at this point I'm probably going to play 2+. I think if you're trying to buy stock in anybody but Cooper Kupp, I think 2-2 would be my next click there. I do have one weird one for Kupp though. I bet this morning. I think the price is about the same. Similarly with like Puka, it's like if you're going to bet him, I think you got to bet him to just go insane. And I am of the belief that Cooper Kupp just goes completely downright wild tonight. And it wouldn't surprise me if the other night he's sitting there like 12 for 140 and a touchdown. Like it could be one of those games. I don't play these markets a whole lot, but I thought the pricing was too fun to ignore. I did Kupp 2 receptions each quarter at 10-1. And then I sprinkled a little bit on Kupp 20 receiving yards each quarter, 29-1.
Wow. What book?
That's FanDuel under their receiving specials.
Dude, that is crazy.
That is a crazy one. I love the 2 receptions every quarter one.
Yeah, 2 receptions every quarter. What'd you say that was? That was 10-1. Damn,
it's
bro.
Plus 950 right now.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh my God.
Now again, the risk here, if it's a blowout in either direction, he may not play the entire fourth quarter. And the NFL's fluky, that could happen. Obviously, some re-injury risk. I know he's been banged up this year, but again, I'm of the belief the Rams are putting everything they have into this game. This is a win now or the season's over type of game. And if it stays close, I think Kupp's going to finish the day with 16 targets in virtually every single game script. So that was the way I decided to play Kupp tonight.
He's gonna, and ever since he's gotten hurt, Matt Stafford just can't throw for touchdowns. So it's like he's probably going to throw a couple touchdowns tonight. And if it ain't 2-2, it's definitely going to be Cooper because that is just his security blanket in the red zone.
Absolutely, 100%.
I mean, he absolutely loves.
That's his only red zone weapon. I mean,
exactly, literally. There's nobody else. That's why he can't throw any touchdowns since he's been gone. You know what I'm stunned about? I'm stunned so far that we've only talked about 2 Rams scoring 2 touchdowns. If I were to predict, this was my prediction coming into the show in my own head, though. My prediction was if I had to bet what a 2 touchdown play that Kenny was going to bet tonight. Yeah. Okay. I swear on everything. I thought it was going to be on the Vikings. And I thought it was maybe going to be Jordan Addison. That's truly what I thought. And I literally would have gambled on it. I'd be like, if Kenny's going to drop 1 play tonight, it's going to be Jordan Addison 2 touchdowns. The Rams have allowed, I think it's a league high, 7 touchdowns to wide receivers so far this year. They get shredded by wide receivers in the red zone specifically. Even when they don't score touchdowns, wide receivers just get all the targets. The tight ends, running backs, not so much. For whatever reason, the Rams just let wide receivers shred them in the red zone. I think Jordan Addison could be a massive play tonight to score 2 touchdowns. Maybe 1, obviously. That's just what I would have thought, Kenny. I just got to get your thoughts on it because that's just what I would have guessed you would have liked coming into this.
I just don't like the price. I mean, he's sitting at, let's check DK too. Yeah, I mean, he's like plus 170 virtually everywhere. I just need more. I mean, there's too many other guys on this Vikings team. God damn it. I live next to a firehouse, so if you can hear that foghorn in the background.
Wow, how about that? Yeah. You know what that just reminded me of?
I'm going to mute myself for like 30 seconds here.
No, you're not.
We love it.
No, you're fine.
We don't care. Trust me,
we don't give a shit. You're fine.
It reminds me, for whatever reason, it still blows my mind when we went to that club out in San Diego. And it was just attached to a real firehouse. It was called the firehouse. Attached to a real firehouse.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that just reminded me of that because that still blows my mind to this day. Like, oh yeah, I work right there. But it's like, well, are you a firefighter? Or are you like a fucking?
Are you a DJ at the nightclub?
Just absolutely wild.
It's like someone's scoring goals out there playing ice hockey.
It's insane, dude.
Directly next to a fire station.
2 doors down. It's once every few days. It's not too bad. I mean, we got a baby on the way, so that's gonna suck when this thing goes off at 10 o'clock.
That will be a nightmare. Also, where me and Bryce grew up at, we would always hear trains. Train. I mean, 12, 15 times a day. Fucking nightmare situation. But yeah, no, that's just what I would have guessed. I would have guessed you would have liked Jordan Addison. I do really.
No, but he needs more. Kenny needs more.
I get it.
Listen, I think it's too bad of a price for sort of what he's done and overall like how he's looked this year. If I was going to bet on a Vikings touchdown score If I was going to go receiver, I'd probably go Naylor at 5-1. I mean, Jalen Naylor is clearly locked in as like the guy at wide receiver 3. And the last couple of weeks, it's like wide receiver 2.5 between him and Addison. Snaps are there. He's officially cleared like Brandon Powell and Sherfield and like the other scrubs that they were throwing out there. Rams have been pretty good against the slot, so it's not an ideal matchup, but this guy has just had a nose for the end zone. I think he started the season with 3 touchdowns in the first 3 games. I know Addison didn't play in a few of them, but if I had to pick a Viking, it'd be Naylor. And what I'm going to do, I put this out earlier in the week and then price dropped. I was waiting for some kind of news to hit and it never came, so I cashed it out. Keep an eye on Cam Akers. If Cam Akers is getting some touches early in this game, again, they just traded for him. Right now on the depth chart, he's running back 3. It's Aaron Jones, Ty Chandler, Cam Akers. Ty Chandler stinks. He
does stink. It's a wide receiver.
He stinks. He's atrocious this year. And I think when they traded for Akers, a lot of people's reactions, they thought it was kind of a result of maybe Aaron Jones being banged up. I think they traded for him to be RB2, which is what he was for them all the last year. He played all last year with the Vikings. He knows the playbook. You have a little bit of a revenge angle against the Rams here. It would probably take like Vikings winning by a good amount for him to really start to see the ball. But like in the first half, I'm very curious to see who the first Viking running back is to get a carry that's not Aaron Jones. I don't think it's going to be Ty Chandler tonight with how bad he's been. So if he's getting some early touches and you got like a live boost somewhere, Cam Akers live TD might be getting clipped later.
Don't hate that, especially
sounds sharp.
Imagine we get a fumble. Imagine we get a fumble somewhere in there. You're just like, all right, this is all we needed. Boom.
One Ty Chandler fumble, and then it's over. Yeah.
Ty Chandler comes in, 1 touch, 1 fumble, boom. You know for a fact, you live bet that so fucking fast.
Oh yeah.
I absolutely.
No, that's sharp.
I love that.
Sharp as shit.
I'll actually say also my prop real quick my biggest play actually in the football game tonight. And I think it's sneaky. Line didn't really move very much overnight. Like I didn't know if it would or not. Honestly, I was 100% sure. But it's Matthew Stafford over 22.5 completions. And it's for all the reasons as to how I think this game's going to go. I don't think Brian Flores is going to let them run. Again, I keep saying it, but the eye test. Brian Flores, I've watched him coach a million football games. And if I know one thing that he did in Miami, that was that if we played a team that would run the ball, he would literally go up there and say, you're not going to run the ball. Our secondary, we're just gonna play man defense all day, cover 0 all day long.
Yeah.
Until you realize you can't run the ball, we're gonna keep running the ball. It's gonna lead to so many Matt Stafford passes, which is actually why Lord Maxim is saying Stafford anytime interception, which I personally hate betting like anytime interception plays. I really don't like that. But if I had to take one, it would be in a game where I think the quarterback's probably gonna throw the ball at least 30 times. And I think Stafford's gonna throw the ball at least 30 times. And it's not gonna be a lot of one-on-one downfield bombs. It's gonna be a lot of throws over the middle in the flat, a lot of curl routes.
Yeah.
I think he is going to soar. We have to remember, this is Matt Stafford, one of the most accurate quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL. Every single year is top 10 in accuracy. Yep. Minimum. I absolutely love it. I think that he clears this number, and I think you can still get it like minus 130 right now.
No, I actually want to tail that. I actually like that play a lot.
Yeah.
Because the Rams are throwing the football tonight, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, 110%. I think they get down, too, bro. I know a lot of people think the Rams come out early. I don't. I actually love 22.5.
22.5.
Dude, I like that, bro.
I
like that a lot.
And last thing I'm going to say real quick about quarterbacks, and Bryce has heard me talk about quarterback touchdowns for weeks now. This is not something I'm actually going to bet. I just want to basically bring it up because I was looking at it earlier. This would be an absolute bomb. But Sam Darnold to score 2 touchdowns tonight.
Oh my God.
I know.
So stupid.
Can you absolutely imagine you get the one fucking score? Because he runs more than anyone ever thinks he does. Sam Darnold actually runs the football. I think his line tonight is 4.5 even at rushes.
Wow.
Even with all the weapons, you would never think it's going to happen. I think he's actually done it in his career multiple times too in the NFL.
Has he ever had a game 2+?
He had 2 in a row, like 2 years ago. He scored 2 touchdowns, like 2 rushing touchdowns. Bro. Yeah.
Damn.
Not something I'm going to bet, not something I'm recommending to bet, but it's something that I looked at earlier and I was like, wow.
Well, would Kenny bet
up on the show today because this would be the craziest fucking thing of all time. But regardless, moving on to the last part of the show, which of course is our favorite part of the show. Giving out the squad ride. Okay. We've had a rocky road with the squad ride because we cashed week 1. Week 1 was like a plus fucking 3,700 or whatever it was.
It was something crazy.
Absolutely smacked it.
Alan Lazard.
That's
what it was. Alan Lazard.
It was the same week that Kenny
cashed. It was the same week that Kenny cashed Alan Lazard too.
Yes, sir.
Bro. Fuck, I forgot about that.
which was absolutely disgusting.
That's right. Damn.
So the way the squad ride works here, I give out one play. Locks gives out one play. Our boy Kenny's going to give out one play. Lloyd, I'm going to go ahead and look at you first here. You're wearing Reds gear. You're wearing baseball gear. I need you to go make contact. Be a leadoff hitter here. Give us something to work with in this leg.
By the way, Kenny, I don't know if you're a baseball guy. Reds new manager. What do you think? I mean,
I haven't even seen who the new manager is. Who did they hire?
Oh my God.
David Crosco. He was the ex. He was the guy that won the World Series with the Guardians a couple years ago, whenever it was. 2018 when the Guardians won the World Series? Or Cleveland Indians. Sorry.
When they lost to the Cubs?
They lost us in 2016, buddy.
Bro. Okay, well, maybe it was a different team then because he won 2 titles. But yeah, anyway, it was that. Whatever. Anyway, just telling you, Kenny, the Reds this year could be different. My prop tonight, or my leg in the lay. Back to the well. 2-2 Atwell. 2-2-2. No. No. 2-2 Atwell over 2.5 receptions in the game. I do love it. It is a big play for me tonight, so I do love it. That will be my leg.
Your leg is 2-2
Atwell over 2.5 receptions. Right?
Yep.
Over 2.5 receptions. Do you want plus money, or you want something?
That's fine.
Or do you want something that's gonna go green?
That's good.
You want
That's
green,
good.
Bryce?
We'll take it.
That's good. I like it.
We need a winner. We need a winning squad.
Yeah, we all do the plus money. Yeah, we got to win.
Kenny, throwing it to you next. What would be your leg for the squad ride tonight?
I typically don't like doubling up on receivers, but in this game, I do think you can justify it. I'm not going to double dip on Kupp here. I'm going to play the other guy that I still think is going to get a ton of snaps tonight, and unfortunately, this might be where my TD action eventually goes. But I'm going DeMarcus Robinson over 21.5 receptions. Again,
okay.
I think Stafford throws the entire game. I think they can both easily. They both easily can get fed here. Number just feels too low. I have him probably as wide receiver 3 tonight. And people forget, man, he had a stretch last year. I think he had a touchdown in 4 straight games, and that was with Kupp and Nakua both playing. He's got the trust of Stafford, and I think he might be the one guy that's just like really getting slept on tonight. So DeMarcus Robinson over 21.5 yards, and I'm probably going to bet his touchdown.
100%. No,
yep.
I love that. And my third leg, and again, this is where I get put in a tough spot where it's like, do I just want to go with Stafford? Or do I want to go with something to be remembered by? And I think that with the conversations we've had in this show, me and Kenny talking about the Vikings, me bringing up the Vikings, none of us are really sold on guys like Jordan Addison. I think we add Jordan Addison anytime touchdown to the lay as a third leg. And then that way, when Jordan Addison scores tonight, Kenny can be like, wow, like
Jordan Addison actually scored.
I want Kenny to be like, oh yeah, that's Jordan Addison.
Jordan
I want
Addison,
Kenny to stand up when Jordan Addison scores tonight.
Hey,
I want to be like, oh wow, holy shit, that's Jordan Addison. We put him in the lay tonight. That's what I want. That's what I fucking want. So we're gonna go Jordan Addison anytime touchdown. Bryce, what are the fucking odds in this thing?
Yeah, I mean this thing's got to pay, right? Jordan Addison's plus 170.
It's got to be decent.
I'm getting on DK 2-2 Atwell over 2.5. Jordan Addison anytime touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson over 24.5 receiving is plus 700.
Plus 700, but we need 21.5. Kenny Sharp, so it's tough.
Yeah. What's the number?
Well, see, I'm on FD now.
And they don't let you
don't
correlate
think you can parlay.
Right? Yeah,
no, dude, I got you. DeMarcus Robinson 21.5, 2-2 over 2.5 receptions. Addison touchdown plus 666.
Oh no!
With Halloween coming up, this is perfect.
Click it.
And side note.
Hey, turn this around. I like this, Bryce. We turn this around here.
The Halloween
Let me see this real quick. Let me see if this is still here. Oh, all right. Side note, but you see my text messages, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
Hey, that number was 666 yesterday.
Wow.
So I think it's a sign.
It could be a sign. The text messages.
Lock that fucking shit in.
Halloween.
I love that squad. That's our favorite squad. I can't wait to bet the squad, right? I can't wait to bet the squad.
666.
Yeah. Wait. What?
Welcome.
999. Shut up.
Welcome. Side note. This is for my own personal. Kenny, thoughts of the Dolphins?
You guys suck.
Okay. Well, we got two coming back. This week,
Kenny, thoughts on the Bengals?
Excited for Sunday. I don't think my Eagles haven't beat the Bengals, I believe, since 2004. I'm pretty sure that might be correct. Two teams trending in the right direction, man. This is going to be an awesome game. I still have full faith in my Birds, man. That offense is finally
sucks. You're going to have to wait another year for that.
Disgusting. Well, Kenny, I appreciate you as always, man.
Yeah, you're the man, brother.
We'd love to have you on again, and can't wait to do this again next time.
Anytime, boys. Nice
Absolutely.
meeting you, brother. Good luck tonight,
Yes.
guys.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate
Be
everybody.
good.
Make sure you guys
Thank
check
you,
out
brother.
SoBet, of course, as always. And we will check you guys out. We will actually see you guys again on